Once upon a time in a peaceful village, there lived two close friends, Arjun and Veer. Both were strong, determined, and hungry for success. They grew up together, shared dreams, and always believed that hard work was the key to everything. One day the king of the nearby kingdom made a royal announcement. To improve water supply, we need two strong men to bring water from the river to the palace tank every day. The selected workers will be well paid. Arjun and Veer were excited. They both got the job. Every morning they would walk 1 kilometer to the river, fill their heavy buckets with water, carry them back to the palace tank, and pour them in. They did this back and forth all day. The harder they worked, the more trips they made, the more money they earned. For weeks, both of them worked hard. They sweated, pushed themselves, and earned well. Arjun was especially proud. "This is what success looks like," Arjun would say. "Hard work, no shortcuts." Veer, however, started to think differently. One evening, as they rested under a tree after a long day, Veer looked up at the sky and said, "Arjun, have you ever thought, we're just trading our time and energy for money? What if one day we fall sick, or grow old, we'll stop earning?" Arjun laughed. "That's life, Veer. Stop dreaming, just work harder, and you said'll succeed." But Veer couldn't ignore his thoughts. That night he couldn't sleep. An idea had taken root in his mind. The next day, after finishing work, Veer bought a few bricks and some cement. He began building a small pipeline from the river to the palace. At first it seemed ridiculous. Why waste time building something when he could just carry more buckets and earn more today? But Veer believed in his vision. Every night after his long workday, he would spend 2 hours working silently on his pipeline. He earned less because he was tired, and made fewer trips. Arjun mocked him. "You still wasting your time, Veer. Look at you, exhausted, broke and dirty, while I still earning double." Veer smiled and kept building. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Slowly, stone by stone, Veer's pipeline grew. Finally, after 6 months of dedication, sweat, and effort, the pipeline was complete. The next morning, Veer opened the valve, and clean water flowed straight from the river into the palace tank. No buckets, no walking, no back-breaking labor, just water, flowing effortlessly. The king was stunned. He called Veer and said, "You've done what no one thought of. You worked hard, but also smart. From today you will manage the water supply, and for your brilliant idea, I will give you gold coins every month." Veer smiled. Arjun, standing nearby, was shocked. "But I worked harder than him." The king replied, "Yes, Arjun, you worked hard, but Veer worked smart. He created a system that works for him, even when he rests." From that day on, Arjun kept carrying buckets. His income depended on his strength and time. Veer, on the other hand, traveled, learned more, and built more pipelines in other villages. His income grew, even when he slept. Years later, Veer became a wealthy man, respected across kingdoms. And Arjun? He was still working hard, but tired, old, and stuck. Moral of the story: hard work is important. But if you want true success, freedom, and long-term growth, you must combine hard work with smart thinking. Arjun worked hard, but Veer built a system. Arjun earned for the day. Veer invested in the future. This story teaches us the power of financial education, planning, and passive income. If you're only working for money, you're limited. But when you build systems, businesses, investments, automation, money works for you. In today's world, smart work means learning new skills, using technology, and thinking long-term. It means working with your mind, not just your muscles. So, ask yourself, are you just carrying buckets, or are you building pipelines? If this story made you think differently about how you work, then it's time to take the next step. Don't just work harder. Start working smarter. Like, share, and subscribe for more life-changing stories that open your eyes and awaken your inner strength. And remember, one smart decision can change your entire future.